What are some things that you enjoy outside of your business?
So that's hard. That's hard. My family get on to me about that now because now that I'm retired military, 21 years. I surround myself with like-minded business people. So when I'm not in business, I'm talking about business. That's how you could ask me, I could talk about this all day. I'm talking about business. We thinking about investment. We thinking about the next design. We thinking about growing together. I'm looking at, I call my wife. I'm like, hey, she's like, hey, tell me about your day. And I can tell her about business all day. Some of the things that I do outside of business that I like that I got to get back into, rollerblading, traveling, but most of the time it's business travel. I'm a foodie. Y'all see this COVID belly, and spending time with my family.
You have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
4.
4 kids?
Mm-hmm.
What are their ages?
So we got Anaya at 7. We got my daughter right here at 14. We got my son 16. Yep, Sincere 16. And then my oldest, Cheyenne, he's 19.
Wow. How old are you?
I am 39. Sometimes I mix my numbers up. Like, how old am I?
That's awesome. So how do you find that work
life
father?
balance?
Yeah, that work-life balance, being a father.
I struggle with that.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with that.
What are some things that you could recommend or some things that you would like to start implementing?
So my work-life balance and my business balance, I recommend doing what makes you happy. I love being a father. I love my business. At the same time, I love being a husband. Mm-hmm. And I love my me time. All that is love, 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 but it's coming from one person. Mm-hmm. You have to find a way to make it all work. If I'm all business, then I'm neglect my family. I neglect being a husband. I neglect being me. If I'm all me, I neglect my family. I neglect my business. I neglect being a husband. Mm-hmm. And vice versa. If I'm all a father, I neglect the aspect of the business and me. If I'm all a husband, I neglect. So it has to be a consistency of something. Hey, on the weekends, we go do this, or maybe during the weekday, we go do this. To where it's a rotating time. The business, I establish boundaries. You ain't gonna get me 7 days a week. I close on Sundays and Mondays. Mm-hmm. And I don't budge on those. Mm-hmm. I don't care what's going on. Right. Hey, we got a vendor event. We'll pay you $1,000 a day. No, that's my me time. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the offer, but you can keep that. Mm-hmm. I gave the military 21 years of my life. From the morning I woke up until I closed my eyes, I never give nothing that much time again. Mm-hmm. So now I have to. I'm still working on it because I just retired in August. Mm-hmm. So that go came to a screeching halt. Mm-hmm. And you try to fill in that time with fillers now. And I'm learning that doesn't work. Okay, I got a t-shirt business. That's great. I'm a husband. That's great. I'm me. That's awesome. I have children. That's great. Let's put this in the mesh. Sometimes they won't mesh. So I had to come up with, what I'm saying? Me time is from this in the morning time. Mm-hmm. I don't turn my phone on, nothing. From the time I wake up, 2 hours. I give myself 2 hours of me time. That's me. Stretching, yoga, meditation. Maybe I study some things, read. That's me. Workout. Whatever I do in that 2 hours, you cannot call me or touch me. I don't care if the world is burning down. Mm-hmm. When I'm at work, that's my work time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a great deal. I want you to invest. I don't give a crap. I'm working. When I'm off work, that's my wife time. Mm-hmm. Hey, babe, how was your day? What do we need to do? How can I be a better husband to you? That's her time. Mm-hmm. When I'm with my children, that's their time. Mm-hmm. Now, that part I'm working on because I get a lot of calls. Hey, I'm with my daughter right now. I can't talk to you. I'm with my son right now. I can't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Unless I say, hey, baby girl, you mind if I take this call? Okay. But I'm working to a point. That's something I'm working on personally. So I don't want to give advice that I'm not working towards. I haven't mastered it yet, but I've started and I've been consistency on telling people no. Mm-hmm. Hey, I just need to get no. Hey, I need to quote no. Hey, babe, no. Even my wife. Mm-hmm. Them 2 hours I wake up, no. Mm-hmm. That's me.
Yeah, that's something I think is really important, is setting those boundaries.
Boundaries is important, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I can recharge, refit, be there for you, and at the same time pour into you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I found for myself that I can meet those demands and outsource. That's another one. Outsource some t-shirts. You know, even with my wife, hey babe, I'm lacking in my husband duties. Are you able to assist me? You know, or I'll reach out to, because I blended family, my ex. Hey, I can't make this appointment today. Can you take, you know what I'm saying, to this appointment? Can you help me out?
Mm-hmm.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right. So communication is another.
Communication is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is huge in my business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can't make that shirt today, which I said I was going to get to you. I had something come up. Can you give me a couple more days? Mm-hmm. You got to be able to communicate. If you can't, it impedes your reputation.
Good. In every aspect. As a father, as a husband, as a business owner.
All that.
Yeah.
And some people understand, some that don't. And you gotta take that out. Hey, I know I gave you my word on this. It's not looking like I'm gonna make that deadline. If you can't give me an extension, how would you like for us to come to, you know what I'm saying, an agreement? Mm-hmm. Okay, here you go. I apologize. Here's your refund, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't. Most customers are like, hey, cool, I got you. Thank you for reaching out to me.
Right.
But when you just go silent, nah, man, that's not good.
Definitely not good.
It's not good. Mm-mm. Silence has not fixed anything I've known it to. No.
Right. Unless I just don't respond to my wife and I'm just shutting up.
Right. Yeah, even that. Are you listening to me? Right. Are you hearing me? Are you ignoring me? No, right. No. I'm taking it all in. I'm just slowly letting it marinate. Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah. So what were some challenges? I kind of want to touch on the challenge or obstacle of not only being a father, which we kind of touched on, but also being a husband and having a business as well, and learning how to kind of balance. I guess you kind of already talked about that. Really.
No. I did. I talked about the balance of having those roles, but I didn't talk about the challenge within the balance. So, one of the big things I will say about, now this is me, because my wife and I, we have a different dynamic. We look at our marriage as a business, you know, a merger, two lives merging in, right? Both CEOs came together. She's not looked at as lesser or more. We're both on the same playing field. Communication is one of the biggest challenges, but understanding is what's more important. Understanding that she has a life and I have a life. Understanding that we are two different entities living under, you know, one LLC, one umbrella, one, you know, conglomerate. Knowing that I have to respect her and her choices. Hey, I don't want to be a part of the t-shirt business at this time. I got my own things going on. I'm going to school. I'm doing this other stuff. You know, I don't want to help you package shirts. Okay, I respect that. Does it sting sometimes? You're like, dang, man. But that's why I said outsourcing. Mm-hmm. Having employees helps me run the business and at the same time be a husband. Or the same thing. My wife, hey, you know, I know you got school going on right now, but I can't be there for you at this moment. Communicating that. Does it sting to her? I'm sure there are moments when she's like, oh, you wasn't there for me. We communicate, you know, and respecting that. Respect is the biggest thing, man. When we start to put labels, you know, on things, that's when you minimize, you tunnel vision things. Well, I'm the man in the house. Well, I'm the woman in the house. Well, you know, this. I bring the money in too. Why are we competing? Why are we fighting? Okay, you bring in the same much as I do. That's great. You're doing this, I'm doing that. That's great. You know what I'm saying? We have our separate lives, but we make sure we bring it back. Hey, I know you've been busy, babe, but maybe Friday this week we can go on a date. You know, something like that. Or let's take it back to let's go bowling. Let's take it away from bills, kids, finances, responsibilities, business, you know what I'm saying, duties. Let's just be carefree for one day. Let's take a trip. So that's how I'm working on managing husband, business owner, outsourcing for support and communication and understanding. So that was one of my biggest challenges that I've been working on, and it's working out. It's working out because we're both headstrong. So,
is your wife a businesswoman? Or?
She's not a businesswoman. However, she's a Pisces. And my wife is, I call her the man of the house. I really do. Because she's the mechanic. She's Mr. Fix It.
That's my lady.
Listen, I'm telling you, she can take my car and break it down and put it back together and be like, hey, your catalytic converter is, and I'm like, what? Take it to a mechanic. You know, I'm like, I ain't getting my hands dirty. But I'm the one to be like, oh, we need 15 G's by when? I bet. I got you. I'm a hustler. So we have that understanding. You know what I'm saying? If I, like we got a house in the countryside, right? You know, we got a couple properties, but the house in the countryside is the one we're working on right now. So when I come home and I'm spending time with her, I know it's going to be building the fence, painting walls, all that other stuff, which is her, right? I'm strong. I'm hawk. So I hold the ladder for her. I carry the wood for her. You know, I'm the mule while she's the brain. I understand our dynamic. So she's not a businesswoman, but she is very much so capable of doing a lot of things that you would consider to be a man's job. Right? So knowing that when I come home, when it's her time, I submit to her. What do you need from me? How can I be supportive to you? Just like there are times where she see me, hey, babe, I got 300 shirts to do. And oh, by the way, this weekend. And she'll be like, hey, what do you need from me? She'll submit to me. So we submit to each other at times of need. And then when there's times where we can't, we communicate. Or we'll do, hey, I haven't really seen you in a while. Let's go a date. Let's take a trip. Let's disappear. Let's shut down.
Right.
Yep. Everything. From the kids, everything. Shut down. Mom and daddy gonna be gone for a couple of days. You got it. I got teenagers. You got it. Just don't destroy the house. So.
Okay. What is the future of
DEMARCIANO?
DEMARCIANO. What is the future of DEMARCIANO?
The future of DEMARCIANO is going to take a pivot. We're going to split roles. DEMARCIANO itself will be nothing but high-end quality fashion, no custom. But the design, the DD design shop will be, for the everyday company consumer that needs something, tee here and there, hoodie, something like that. So we're going to split roles. We're going to branch more. I started with just the brand, and then it took a turn with customs. I'm going to pull back from the customs a little bit and dive right into the brand, but I'll still have it available. It just will be on a smaller scale. Right now, people know me as that custom guy. Hey, I need myself laying on a mermaid in the water, in the ocean, on the shirt. Can you do that for me? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. It's cool, but it's not fulfilling.
Right.